It's a sight that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap. As it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New England Patriots. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wildcard Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. To the left side, he's got McConkey. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. First carry for Najee Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. The back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Here's May. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. A carry here for Trevian Henderson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the shotgun, May with it. Over the middle, he finds Vele. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but for where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Henderson running straight ahead. And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Hey, what's up? Crazy.
To the air, May. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. Then he goes down. And Oliver gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll throw with May. And his throw here is incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
You're on the ball.
To throw, it's May. To the right side and intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Set. Go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea Slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second.
Herbert now.
At the Patriots' 9-yard line.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
Cameron Dicker.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Chargers 7. Patriots nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Patriots. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it as we resume action. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Herbert off of play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Goes of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something they at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Throwing here is May. That is caught by Vele. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw. May. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On first down, it's Samuels. Loose inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnston. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Chargers. First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Straight ahead running, here's Samuels. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Second down and 4. Now back to throw. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here goes front. Crazy, crazy.
He'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
44-yard line.
I be on my little mouse drip. All that rapping pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills.
Five. Where was that? Crazy. Hey, what's that? Crazy. Five.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the Chargers' 37-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
At the 16-yard line.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that?
They'll look to throw. May looking to run. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
And we all like to see tick on. So bring yourself over here, bro. And let me see you get low. If you want this dude, now take it to the floor. But if you want to act, you can keep yourself where you at.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that?
They'll look to throw. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Charger drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
49-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got room. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On now is Andres Borregales to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And finally, he's out of bounds, but not before a great return. He's all the way inside the 30.
But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. Special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
And his kick here is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's out just shy of the 40. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think they get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
We'll get that complete to Vela.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Third and 9 here.
Crazy, crazy. What's that? Hey, what's up?
From the shotgun, it's May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Hunter Henry, 59 yards. And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Borregales now for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece.
That ties the game at 17.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. They'll hand it off now to Samuels. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
It's second and 8.
Now it's Herbert. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Milton Williams. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Here now a 3rd and 20. Herbert. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
12 at the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's May. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Tui Pelotu able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
At the 22-yard line.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To the air, May. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll throw with May. They'll try and do this, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Adafe Owe able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at the 20. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's Herbert. And this one finds McConkey. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Ready.
On the handoff, it's Samuels. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Herbert now. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
Chargers 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Chargers 1st down.
Here's Samuels. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
This is Samuels. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there. Now 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And this time he'll work his way in. Touchdown, Chargers. Well, he's given him a little jolt. Just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they will take a 7-point lead. kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
Now 2nd and 9. Again, it's Henderson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Crazy. Where was that? Crazy.
Throwing here is May. Now he'll tuck this and run. Pass taken in by his big tight end. A good pickup there at 22.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, what's that?
To throw, it's May. He'll take a shot for the end zone. A huge mistake late. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. 64 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Samuels. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. But now he appears to be in some pain. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
5-9. Home the troops right. Hey, Ray. Go.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a first carry for their fullback. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot.
Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Set. Black 80, black. Set.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback.
Good result with brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Set. Lion, lion, lion.
Now it's Herbert. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Crazy, crazy. Your son? Crazy, crazy. Hey, what's up? Get down here, you good?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will take us across midfield and down the 48-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Set. 380. 380. Set.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. The Chargers, they're going to continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching. So that'll just about do it.